appointing military officials, silencing radio stations, and freezing bank accounts. These are just some of the dozens of powers granted to a president during a national emergency. While Article 1 of the Constitution says Congress has the power to make all laws necessary and proper, presidents can play by a different set of rules during one of these states of emergency. So what can a president really do, and why? Let's answer the why first. Since Congress is often slow-moving, presidents have amassed somewhat broad authority to take care of the country in times like war, for example. For the first 200 years of our democracy, Congress wrote dozens of laws including provisions that can only be activated during a national emergency, but how and when a president could do so was rather vague. This changed in 1976, when Congress passed a law that put some checks and balances in place. It required the president to alert Congress of a state of emergency declaration and to note specifically which provisions will be enacted. It also gave Congress the power to terminate a national emergency simply by passing a resolution through both chambers. However, they later changed the rules, so now the president has to sign such a resolution. So, if Congress wants to wrestle back emergency powers that a president still wants, they need a veto-proof 2/3 majority to do so. As for what the president can do during a national emergency, today there are over 100 powers buried in U.S. law that can be activated. A handful of these require a department head or Congress to sign off, but otherwise they're completely up to the president. Some of the powers granted are somewhat basic, such as a 1987 law with a provision that allows the dumping of waste at sea during wartime. Other powers are bizarre. For example, one established in 1969 says that a president can lift a ban on testing chemical weapons on humans. And other powers are far-reaching. A 1930s communications law has a provision that allows the president to close down or take over radio stations if the administration deems it necessary to the public good. The law's wording is vague, so a president could now potentially take down websites too. Another law has a provision that allows the president to cancel military construction projects deemed inessential for keeping the country safe, and move the funds to another military construction project ruled to be more necessary. This is one argument President Donald Trump could make for diverting military funds to the creation of a border wall between the United States and Mexico. While some members of Congress may not like the increasing scope of executive power, national emergency muscle is power that Congress itself handed over to the president.